Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back from the MLG offices in New York City. We're currently watching the XMG Pro Invite, a tournament involving 8 pro players and potential balance changes that Blizzard is considering, including into Heart of the Swarm. Of course, we're down to 3 players right now. San is currently in the final. This is day number 2. Day 1 was yesterday. Right now, we're in a best of 3 between Strelok and Morrow, where Morrow is currently up 1-0, taking a game on Alterzim Stronghold, and now we are in Yansu LE.
That's right. Of course, this map, if Morrow wins, he advances to face San in the grand final. Strelok has to win this one and the next one to make that final match. Of course, Yansu, a pretty fun map for TVT. Over here in the bottom left-hand location.
And PvP.
Yeah, and PvP.
Based on that.
That was actually a pretty awesome PvP
I haven't
game
seen something like that in a very long time.
Yeah.
It's really cool seeing the cheesy strategies, or whatever you call them, the very aggressive strategies, and then seeing how players react. And that was one of the more creative reactions.
And the way it ended up, like, it turned into...
Very close game.
Yeah, it evolved into a really close game. It was pretty awesome.
Yep.
Here we are, though, in a TVT. In the bottom left-hand location, we have the Red Terran, Morrow. Of course, his opponent in the upper right-hand location went for a lot of drop play last game and didn't quite make it work. We have, representing Na'Vi, the blue Terran, Strelok.
Last game, Strelok went for a mildly aggressive strategy, sacrificing some of his economy, and did a lot of interesting drop plays into his opponent's natural expansion that I don't think quite paid for themselves. Morrow was able to just take slow advantages throughout the game, which kind of snowballed and put him in a nice position to get a nice contain on his opponent on 3 bases. Morrow just played a really strong, solid macro game last game, and Strelok unable to really make a dent into it.
So this is very interesting. We have Strelok going gas first, so fastest factory possible from Strelok. Well, I don't know if you cut in the same numbers as SUVs. Very fast factory from Strelok. Morrow identifies this. Morrow is going for double racks Reaper.
Ah.
And it's interesting because you could say, wait a minute, he delayed his barracks, which means he'll have less Marines, which means Reapers should be much stronger, right? But it also means he'll have a Hellion out much faster if he wants to. And Hellions, of course, are the bane of Reapers in TVT.
Of course, Morrow's going to scout this.
Yeah,
he scouted the factory, knows exactly what's happening. Strelok, last game we saw Morrow actually scout the Hellion first. I think that's what Strelok's going for this game. Not setting an SCV out until he gets the Hellion, then going across the map. Of course, there are situations where 3 Reapers can take out a Hellion.
Yes, although in this case, once he sees the Reaper, he's not going to send his first Hellion out across the map, most likely.
Oh.
The SCV's going to go down, but the Reaper's going to get 1 Marine, I believe. No, not quite.
Nice micro there from Strelok, keeping that weakened Marine back so all of his dudes can stay alive. He's down to 5 HP.
And then 1 more Reaper hit.
Yep.
1 more SCV hit. 1 more Marine hit. 1 more sneeze of just about anything in the world of StarCraft 2.
Yep.
Now the Reaper counts up to 2, a third one going to join, but there's 4 Marines in the Hellion.
So the possible places to jump up, there's like a little shelf. Yeah.
Right back up there.
The back, and then you can't jump up that cliff.
Yeah, but anything along this ridge you can.
You can?
You can, yes.
Okay,
This whole
okay,
ridge
okay.
is double. It's just this section is just double. Now the Reapers are coming up. They're in the main. 1 SCV goes down, but the Reapers could be cornered. 2 SCVs go down.
You might be forfeiting these guys. Oh, SCV's going for this round, trying to get those SCV kills.
They are slippery little Reapers, aren't they?
But they might.
One of them's going to die. No!
Oh
What?
My God. Okay, Morrow.
Wait. Can Hellion get up there and get one more shot off?
There you go.
No, he's going to go cut him off at the bottom. Oh, they're starting to regenerate
Hellion's
now.
on a mission, man. He's like, come back here. You killed some of my SCVs. You can't just terrorize my colony and get away with it.
1 hit point.
Nice control there from Morrow, and that's really frustrating. From like, if I'm Strelok right now, I'm pretty frustrated. Those Reapers just came into my main base, basically did a lap around where I'm building my stuff, where it should be secret, and then just ran away and was laughing at me. And I you know what? I don't respect that.
You know, it sucks when people laugh at you.
It does. And now Strelok,
And they're not done yet.
he wants revenge.
They may laugh some more. Oh, I don't think the Hellion saw the Reapers.
So this is a strange little push, though. I mean,
I think he's
there's a
hoping...
bunker. Yeah, there's a bunker.
Yeah, he's
It
hoping
has some
Morrow...
water in it, too, yeah. He's fine.
If Morrow didn't get a bunker, this could have killed him, though.
Yeah.
Given how heavily committed to Reapers already. And in fact, there's going to be a Banshee coming in here, so maybe combined he can do some damage. But of course, this Reaper is going to counterattack at his base. There's no expansion from Strelok. Again, sacrificing economy early on.
Oh, he thought about sneaking up into the main base.
Yeah.
Banshee's actually going to do a decent amount of damage here. if he pulls SCVs to repair this, the Banshee will just kill the SCVs.
That's the idea. Meanwhile, there's Reapers killing his SCVs, though, and a choke point as well. Strelok in a lot of trouble here.
Want to pull that weakened Reaper back, or he might be okay with forfeiting.
I think he's focusing on microing at home here against his Banshee. Of course, that's the priority. You can see the Reaper is doing so much damage. This guy, of course, is a Corporal. 6 kills.
Wow.
Now he's going to go down.
That's insane. So workers killed is going to be 10. Not
Yeah, I mean, the Banshee's gotten a couple, but not nearly enough to compensate for damage Reapers have done. Also, it's important to note, remember, it's 2 orbitals against 1. Morrow has twice the mules, twice the SV production.
Twice the ability to build SCVs. Yeah. And Strelok, he still hasn't put down a command center.
I think he
is
has
he
to
going for a
get
mega
some
1 base
done.
push? I mean,
you know, it may work with the medevac. He can, elevate everything into main.
Tanks.
No, Stimpak's done. Or Stimpak is now done.
Here he goes.
I don't know how he can stop Stimpak.
Okay.
Stim Marines are so good.
But Strelok has tanks.
Oh yeah, maybe maybe with siege mode. Is he too close?
Oh, he might be. The Marauder's going to stem forward. That's a great decision there. Going to target down the tank. Both Marauders going to fall, but the tank falling too. So overall, this is going to be super worth it for Morrow. He's going to clean that up. And that tank's a little bit vulnerable too, but it's going to siege up. Doesn't have high ground vision.
Banshee went into the main. A couple more kills.
Wow, I'm a little bit surprised the Banshee wasn't near his army.
Yeah, his whole army got cleaned up like this. And I mean, yeah, the Banshee got a couple more kills, but I don't know if it was worth sacrificing his entire army.
Like, his whole plan was making that push work, because what backup plan can he have right now? I mean, he doesn't have an expansion. His opponent does.
Backup plan
again, it's a weird decision. Do you go after the economy, or do you focus everything on that forward push?
His backup plan is hope this Banshee becomes a general. 11 more kills, and no. There's no cloak, so the Banshee has to be really, really careful when moving around the map here. And now Strelok's like turning on 1 base, which
2 more barracks.
I guess
that could have been a command center, so
I think he's decided.
He's going to go for a mega push.
Yeah.
Pull SCVs.
It's interesting because Strelok normally likes the long games, but maybe just isn't
both these games
Morrow.
It's been a little bit strange that he's been going for these aggressive strategies.
I like these turrets by Morrow, not even letting the Banshees close to the mineral line.
Yeah. So Morrow right now needs to keep an eye on his opponent's natural expansion. He wants to be able to predict what's coming next. Morrow doesn't know that his opponent is necessarily staying on 1 base and going for a big mega push. For all he knows, his opponent could be going for an expansion. So look out for a scan, I was going to say. And there it is. So he scans the natural, sees nothing there, sees 3 tanks and a bunch of Marines on the high ground. He should know exactly what's coming. What moves does Morrow need to make here to make sure this isn't that devastating to him? I mean, if he just survives, he wins.
Yeah. I mean, that's all he has to do is just survive. And so the thing he has to be careful of is he doesn't have any medevacs. He doesn't have any siege tanks. So sometimes to survive you just want to hide behind your bunker, but against this composition where it's basically the siege tanks that are ranked, right? The Marines have no combat shield or stim, whereas Morrow's Marines have both combat shield and stim. So Marine versus Marine, Morrow will win easily, right? It's just a matter of how much damage can the siege tanks do. So
if tanks can get in a good position.
Yeah. So I actually don't mind Morrow being on the map here, although I think he's totally missed his army. Oh, now he sees it. He's going for a counterattack, which actually, no, he's going to...
I mean, when you're ahead, I don't know if counterattacking is the thing. Oh, this is pretty decent.
At this point, he should have sent his home to flank, have a flanking force, I would say. I would say no counterattack. Or, he could counterattack and lift his orbitals and move somewhere else.
I mean, because he's not going to have enough back home to deal with Strelok, and Strelok's going to be happy about that.
The bunker will buy a little bit of time. He's going to get 2 Marine kills as well.
Repair SCVs. There you go.
It's not.
Too late. Look at how fast those tanks are shooting. That's one of the changes that are being considered here.
That's a pretty big change. Now, meanwhile, of course, this space is dead. Actually,
whoa, there's a tank somewhere. Oh my god.
This tank just killed like everything. Well, the tanks are insane now. See how fast that guy attacks? Holy moly, is Strelok going to win this?
13 kills.
Now, Morrow is still ahead in supply, but that's almost all SCVs. The army values are way ahead for Strelok.
Morrow's realizing he just made a mistake. He didn't make tanks.
Yeah, that's a pretty big mistake with the new patch. Tanks are so good. Of course, you can go bio, but bio plus tanks is probably better than just pure bio here. Another bunker going down, and
oh my god,
he attacks so fast.
Okay, now we see a tank in production from He's like, you know what, those are pretty good. Let me get one of those.
To be fair, if he gets a tank out, it can hold. If he can stop Strelok and get up the ramp, yes, he's taking a lot of damage, but remember, look at the workers. There's 1 for Strelok.
Yeah. So, Morrow needs to be smart about this. He is 34 times the economy of his opponent.
Yeah, close to. I mean, mules make it a little bit different, but
sure.
Oh, he gets the Banshee. That's a big win, because that Banshee is what allows him to be annoying, although the missile turret
Stay
there.
back. I wouldn't take any tank shots. You had time is on your favor, basically. Just get a
Yeah,
bunch of tanks out.
I like the SCVs waiting so they can run
Yep.
if they need to. Oh,
I
the
don't know
tank
if I
from
do-
Morrow goes
oh,
down.
it's down. Okay, so the bio's getting whittled away. He doesn't have a starport.
Yeah, he can't
Like if
heal
he could
Phoenix.
sneak in like a Banshee.
Oh yeah, Banshee would be amazing here,
Pretty
but
good.
there's no way he can do that right now. Another tank
Oh,
is
he was
up.
able to start that next tank before the tech lab died.
Oh, you're right. But will the factory survive?
I don't think it will.
Yeah, I don't even know if
So
that's...
he has to decide when to pull his SCVs. Morrow behind this is somehow still making units.
Or, yeah.
Sorry, Strelok.
Strelok, every once in a while.
Okay, here he goes. Morrow going to go for it, trying to clean this up. He was so far ahead, but now he's deciding to engage in the siege tanks, and those tanks are good. And Morrow's army just gets depleted.
I can't believe that's the way this game went. This doesn't even make sense to me. Tanks are just so insane right now. Look at those guys. 11 and 22 kills. Where's the one that came back in the base? Is he still... Oh, there's a one Marine counter. He just wants to see what's going on back in Strelok's space.
He's like, how many SCVs do you have?
Well,
None? GG. Wow. Interesting little contest there.
yeah, that was... You know, I thought Morrow had that, but I wonder if he had his full Bioforce.
I like your idea of flanking.
Yeah. And if he pulled SCVs with reinforcing bio,
Coming in from both sides.
yeah. But honestly, the way those tanks were shooting, I'm kind of questioning the effectiveness of bio.
Like,
Tanks seem so freaking good right now.
I feel
man.
like if I was Morrow there, I would have only sent like 8 Marines to counter, maybe, and then keep everything else back home.
Yeah.
Because I like the idea behind when your opponent moves out, try to sprint
Yeah,
something
get in there, yeah.
Yeah, just to mess with the economy a little bit, mess with reinforcements.
You know, I'm not sure if Morrow even knew it was a committed one base on until SCVs.
He scanned.
Well, but there could have been an orbital in the main or something, right? Maybe.
I mean, if he has
Probably
a
not at
natural,
that
like if he
point.
has a natural
Yeah.
on the ground and he scans his opponent doesn't have a natural on the ground.
Yeah, and the fact is like, why would Strelok keep a command center in the main when he has like 4 tanks? He could easily defend his natural, right?
Yeah. So he might have
Yeah.
misread it. I don't know, but we're tied 1-1, guys. This is a best of 3. The winner of next game will advance to the best of 5 finals of the XMG Pro Invite to face off against San. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with Game 3. Don't go anywhere.